Hi, my name is Marisol Thomas. As someone dealing with autoimmune disease, as well as Lyme, Babesia, Bartonella, and a host of other co-infections, my journey has been a long and brutal one. It took many years to be properly diagnosed as I continued to worsen. I had a few years of non-stop treatments and protocols which helped get some of my many conditions under control in varying degrees, yet some of my most debilitating symptoms were still present and nothing was helping. The symptoms were so bad I could barely function some days or even leave my home. I've continued to suffer from electrocuting pain that goes from my temples into my eyes that sometimes is so violent it's caused me to go into seizure-type episodes. I have severe vice-like head pain and pressure, intermittent TMJ disorder. I developed an advanced, incredibly painful condition called adhesive capsulitis, also known as a frozen shoulder. I have ear and pain pressure that's so bad it feels like I'll go mad and forces me to wear earplugs almost 24/7. Loud sounds cause them to pop and creates a horrible crackling sound as if an old transistor radio is being tuned. This causes indescribable pain and panic. I have light sensitivity where I can't tolerate bright lights, even on a cloudy day or in the house. Blurry vision where I can't see from far or from near, and my vision seems to continually change, sometimes even daily. I have height and depth instability. Objects appear to move even when they're stationary. One of my favorite ways to relax and escape has always been reading, and that has not only become impossible, but has also become a great source of anxiety. I have such textual bombardment that just reading a paragraph is incredibly difficult. All the words jumble together as if they're all trying to come into focus all at once, causing me to be unable to see anything at all and become panicky. This also happens if I just want to sit outside in my yard with my dogs, which is another thing that has always brought me great happiness and a feeling of safety and security. Instead, it now feels as if the trees and the air itself is attacking, once again sending me into a panic attack. All these unexplained, uncontrolled symptoms, unsurprisingly, have also caused me to develop a severe panic disorder. I truly started to think I was finally going crazy after all these years. Luckily, I have the support of an amazing family and support system that, although I have no idea what I was explaining to them, knew that this was very real and not just something in my head. I was really fortunate to be introduced to Dr. William Padula. Meeting him was so important on so many levels. First, he assured me that what was happening to me was, in fact, very real. He also helped me understand that eye doctors couldn't find anything wrong because this is actually a neurological condition that they were missing. With his help, I was also able to see that so many of these unrelated symptoms are actually very connected. My spatial visual process has been compromised by the tick-borne disease. About 70% of all sensory nerves in the body comes from the two eyes. So it turns out that all my visual issues, plus many of these other symptoms that remained after so many medical treatments, were not only related, but are due to my compromised spatial visual process that is causing an abnormal postural tone, which is then causing accommodative spasms in my eyes. It's these spasms that can cause many of the symptoms I experience: the electrocuting pain, the head pressure, the dizziness, the ear issues, the severe visual issues, and the panic attacks. It also seems that the adhesive capsulitis came from the increased abnormal postural tone that affects everything from the neck down to the shoulders. It's even affected how I walk and how I stand. I realize everyone's prognosis is different, including how well they'll respond to rehabilitation, which for me consists of physical therapy to help with my posture and balance issues that have occurred due to my visual dysfunction, as well as the use of special glasses with special yoked prisms. My long, scary journey is far from over, and it's still very unsure. But I wanted to send out this message to all of you attending this Lyme Disease Vision Symposium, because aside from trying to find a course for my own healing, I want to somehow be able to help the many people who continue to suffer without diagnosis. All of you listening to my story right now can help make that happen. Many people with tick-borne disease develop visual symptoms in the early stages of infection, and for some, it clears up as the Lyme and co-infections are treated. But for many like me, With lack of proper diagnosis and treatment, this leads to lifelong, severely debilitating neurological issues that affect your whole body. That is something that not many Lyme literate doctors even understand. This is not just a visual condition. This is a neurological condition that affects so much more than just your vision. It can affect your entire body, and it can literally steal your life. Because this is something that has had such an impact on my life, I hope to spread more awareness of this terrible condition brought on by neurological Lyme. I'm hopeful that everyone at this symposium will do what they can to help increase awareness about the need for early diagnosis, and hopefully to continue to develop treatment for those of us that were just not so lucky, so that maybe we can get back the lives we lost. Thank you so much for your time and commitment to this terrible and misunderstood condition.